Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome to the Mansuri Show. I'm your host, Arif Zaffar Mansuri, and today I am in Islamabad in the office of the chairman, Overseas Pakistani Foundation, Mr. Syed Qamar Raza. First of all, I'd like to welcome you, sir, to our show.
Thank you very much, Mr. Saab. I'm so grateful you having me.
I'm here to attend the Overseas Pakistani Convention, which was held in Islamabad from April 13 to April 15. This was a landmark event. It was, some over 1,200 overseas Pakistanis attended this event from some 60 plus countries. And the success of this was primarily because of, among several people, I'm sure it's a teamwork, but this was the brainchild and, organized by chairman of the Overseas Pakistani Foundation, Mr. Syed Qamar Raza. So first of all, I would like to ask you a very successful event, which you worked on very hard for a very long time. You convinced the Prime Minister of Pakistan to, support this effort, the initiative that you started. And of course, you are under the Ministry of, Overseas Pakistanis, and you had help and support, but you did a lot of the credit goes to you. So how does it feel to have such a successful event?
So thank you very much. I feel happy. I'm overwhelming, and I'm happy because a lot of overseas Pakistanis came to Pakistan on very short notice, and this is Easter holidays time,
Of course.
and airfares are quite expensive. But I'm glad, and I believe this not now. I have believed already in my overseas Pakistanis. Whenever Pakistan call them, they are there for Pakistan.
Mhm.
And I think it's a very, very successful convention. And now we are sitting and we are talking and we are, after event, I'm meeting people since
Right.
8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And people are happy, but we are achieving what we want to achieve from this. How we can play a role to help our overseas Pakistanis issues which they are facing in Pakistan and outside, and same time how overseas Pakistanis can play their vital role, how they can enhance their role. They are already
Right.
playing their role, but how they can enhance their role for betterment of Pakistan economy and otherwise.
Mhm. You call the overseas Pakistanis pride of Pakistan. And now you are yourself overseas Pakistani. You have, 25 plus years as a businessman in retail and other areas in Europe. What was your vision? What did you want to accomplish with such a grand event? And the first time ever, what was your initial thoughts? What were you looking to accomplish?
Since I take over this position, I think that's my primary role, to look after overseas Pakistanis and their families' welfare,
Mhm.
and how I can bridge between overseas Pakistanis and government of Pakistan,
Mhm.
and how I can prove importance what they deserve overseas Pakistanis to government of Pakistan. So this is one of the things, which I think very, very important.
Mhm.
Currently, there are many other reasons, There's a social media who are playing their role negatively between
Mhm.
government of Pakistan and overseas Pakistanis,
Right.
and under this fifth generation war, these things are happening. I think this is very, very crucial, where we need to sit together and talk face to face, government of Pakistan and overseas Pakistanis. And I think we done that successfully, and now we are taking the notes of that convention, and after that, so
Mhm.
wherever the issues we are learning and noting, so inshallah we will work hard to get resolved those issues. And similarly, as I mentioned, we are thinking and we are working how we Pakistan can achieve better remittance, better investment, and wherever we can play the better image of Pakistan role for better image of Pakistan and better face of Pakistan. That's what we are working on.
Overseas Pakistanis feel that we are appreciated by Pakistan just for our remittances, but the relationship is more transactional. They don't feel that they are a part of the citizenship over here because they don't have all the rights, like the voting right, this and right. This is the first time the overseas Pakistanis feel that the government of Pakistan looks at Pakistanis overseas, you know, just as a contributor, but they don't want to give them a place on the table. So, with your effort, for the first time, the Pakistanis overseas are feeling that they have a say. So, I would like to ask you. You convinced the Prime Minister to take a lot of initiatives, such as establishment of course, establishment of quota for the education of the kids of Pakistani overseas, the housing schemes. So please tell us, how did you accomplish that, and what are some of those initiatives that you are going to implement?
In reality, I asked 14 points.
Yes.
As you mentioned, they want our remittance, but they don't want to give us share in the plate.
Yes.
That's not the case, and no one focus, the priorities of overseas Pakistanis. I handed over to PM 14 points. The very first point was political representation.
Right.
Second point was to enhance this judicial reforms which we done recently for overseas Pakistanis. Thirdly, there was a telephone tax which is unbelievable, unethical. There is no moral ground for that tax. We requested him. Then I requested him, if any overseas Pakistani who is not living in Pakistan and he don't have income which is taxable, so don't treat him as a non-filer, because here non-filer paying heavy taxes on whatever they are buying. So thanks God that's sorted too. So I asked quota for overseas Pakistanis, because Middle East people who are living in Middle East, they're facing a lot of issues,
Of
problems.
course.
So I asked the quota for them in education and in jobs. And education ministry gave us quite a good size of portion. And I asked them give incentive on the remittance, but a lot of things because of IMF, they are stuck, their hands are tight. But once we come out from this IMF, I think we can announce better relief for overseas Pakistanis. And one thing I'm telling you, government of Pakistan is not respecting just for remittance. Overseas Pakistanis are Pakistani sons and daughters. And if your son and daughter living away, and when they're coming back home, how you feel, how you treat them. So that's how Pakistan treating their son and daughters who are living abroad. They genuinely respect them, genuinely acknowledge their difficulties they are facing when they are outside the country. So they have genuine respect for them.
Very well said. And this event exhibited in action. So we have heard these words before, sir, but the action has been lacking.
I agree with you. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not a bureaucrat. I'm not a politician. I'm one of overseas
Of
Pakistani.
course.
And the other day when we were discussing this political representation, and my minister asked the question, what will make the difference if any overseas Pakistanis is in National Assembly or Senate? I said, you give a place, one overseas Pakistanis in OPF,
Right.
and you all sitting and discussing overseas issues. That's what will happen. If we can do this sitting in OPF, so what do you think if we are in a National Assembly or Senate? We are not looking only overseas Pakistanis issues and problems don't need any money. They just need government of Pakistan to look at those issues seriously. We need just government seriousness, nothing else. And if overseas Pakistanis are in National Assembly or Senate, they can play their vital role, how we can enhance our remittance, our investment, how we can strengthen our country. One side, you people are claiming, brain drain. If you bring in them, that will bring brain gain. And a lot of overseas Pakistanis have major investment. I mentioned yesterday in my speech, that's brain gain, not
Right.
brain drain. So you can see they went empty hands from here. They earn respect, they earn money. They came back and they invested in Pakistan. I don't want to repeat the name again, but
Right.
there's not one example. There are 100,000 examples. I have investment in Pakistan. I have business in Pakistan, so I'm overseas. But honestly, why I can earn better money outside Pakistan, I have just because this is my country and I feel duty bound to help and support my Pakistani fellows, my brothers and sisters here in Pakistan.
That's very well said. Actually, one of the comments you made, General Asim Munir Saab also made that comment yesterday, which was very well received. That this is not brain drain, but it's a net brain gain, and that is very right because now we have 12 million Pakistanis are overseas. They are the ambassador of Pakistan. Who can better represent Pakistan than these Pakistanis?
Yes.
So that does make sense. Actually, General Asim Munir's speech, I must state here that it was so well received. He, actually, that he received a standing ovation almost every other statement. The
Yes.
whole atmosphere of that room.
He was talking from heart,
Yes.
and he was talking with honesty, and he mean whatever he said. He was fully believing what he said, and he is quite determined. So we need person like him.
Exactly.
He is the man who have a vision, who have a belief, and who know how to deliver.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I was in that hall. I'm very fortunate. I believe, it's an honor for me to be invited among those 1,200, overseas Pakistanis to come and attend this and witness this historic moment personally. So the environment, the whole room was, the patriotic fervor in that room, the jubilance, it was just incredible. And, the confidence that the overseas Pakistani community needed in Pakistan, that speech, I think, did that for them. I'd like to ask you, the Pakistani diaspora is very large. It's 12 million people in over 160 countries.
Yes, sir.
So how would you connect them? Are you going to have like boards in every country? Because, there are 160 countries. How do you combine their efforts? Are they going to be, it's going to be decentralized, or everything would be handled from your office?
First of all, you can see the representation from 76 countries.
Right.
I'm not just saying this. You can go through, because we have data. People they share their flight details. So from 76 countries, these more than 1,200 people, from 76 countries. What my plan is to make an advisory council. We need good people who have a good reputation, who have means, and who are willing to serve their Pakistani fellows and humanity. So inshallah, we will have these kind of people from around the world, and we will make a very good force which can represent Pakistan and overseas Pakistanis.
You have announced that you would, hold this event the next year as well in April, and that it'll be even bigger and better. So please share with us what are your plans regarding the, next year's convention.
No, it will be similar convention, but this year what happened, it was we don't have enough time.
Right.
We decided, and when we received time from Honorable Prime Minister and Army Chief, so there was one thought, we need to ask them, give us next month date. So I thought, if they are agree, let's do it now, and next year we will do very organized and in a better way.
In putting this event together, this grand event together in a 1 month or a month and a half, I mean, you started after Ramadan, I believe, and pulling this grand event, I mean, if it was 200-300, it would be a nightmare. But this was like over 1,200 people coming from 76 countries. What challenges you faced? And I understand you are under the Ministry of Overseas Pakistanis, and The federal minister, Mr. Chaudhry Saleh Hussain, is working with you on this. So please tell us, how did you put all this together, and what were your challenges to put something like
Look,
this?
I'm nobody. We are a team. We are one team, and of course, ministry is there with their support and everything. And when I mentioned Prime Minister mean the ministry and everybody. Salik Chaudhry Sahab is a good person and very helpful and very professional, and he helped us a lot, and we worked together, to achieve what we achieved.
Your next year or so, what do you hope to accomplish? What's some of the things that are on your top priority? I understand you have a 14-point plan, and by the way, that is again shows the commitment that the Prime Minister has assigned a very high-level committee chaired by the Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Ishaq Dar. That shows the level of commitment. So, what do you, plan to accomplish, or what are your top priorities for the next, future 1 year or so?
14 points are one thing, but we are learning every day. For example, I was meeting earlier from you, people from Spain and France.
Right, I saw that.
And yes, we need a school there. And I visited France before anyway. And that time people requested this school, which I believe in too, We need to have a good boarding logic school in Europe because the language barrier and other things. And we want to keep engaged our diaspora, our people, and next generation. So every day we are learning something new. So I'm not just keeping myself just up to just 14 points. You can see this course we achieved, and of course, to establish and running and proper working and getting the justice, for overseas Pakistanis, that's the more important. And wherever I can play my role every day, for our people, I'm here and available to them.
So I'd like to learn a little more about these initiatives, like the court, the establishment of this, court to resolve the overseas Pakistanis. This is a major problem for overseas Pakistanis because they have, the Qabza mafia, this and that.
Qabza mafia and their own relative.
Yeah.
And they can't face this civil courts,
Gee. So tell us a little bit about, because there was several initiatives that the Prime Minister, Shehbaz Sharif Saab, announced. So can you give us a little more detail about some of these?
Yeah, 5% quota in all the high-level educations, medical colleges, as 15% quota for overseas Pakistanis, and similarly, the overseas Pakistanis who don't have taxable income in Pakistan, the NAQIB will be treated as a filer. That's a big achievement. That green channel.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are really powerful. Actually, it's more, a message that there is
I
a
think
change.
we need more, but as you mentioned, because of this IMF restrictions, so their hands are tied. But we are working. It's not the end of the world. It's just start, So what we achieved in start, I think,
is quite
yes,
commendable.
significant. Yes,
Significant.
and with the passage of time, we will resolve.
Just a little bit about yourself. So you have been a very successful overseas Pakistani. You're a businessman. You received an award of excellence from Oxford. First, tell me a little bit about that award. That's something incredible.
In reality, I worked for our community, not just. I'm an OPF. My background, I work as a Secretary General for UK Pakistan Chamber of Commerce Industry, and then President UK Pakistan Chamber of Commerce Industry, and then founder and chairman World Congress of Overseas Pakistanis. I was vice chairman Conservative Friends of Pakistan. So wherever I was, I always among the people, and I think I'm a non-controversial person among all my wherever I was, and I never take anything personal. I take everybody along and give respect to everyone. And the award, because I work with the students, and we done a lot of work. We done, for example, Women Achiever Congress. So women are very happy because we showcase 24 women and more than 650 audience women, and we showcase these success stories, 24 success stories from different field of life, from education, from finance, from law, from army, from commercial pilot of British Airways, and someone from political science, all walk of life. So Theresa May was the chief guest, and she said she'll send me an email whether you change my perception about overseas Pakistani women. So the point is, I work hard, and thanks God they realize and they give me this award. I got award from Pakistan Lifetime.
Yes.
Yeah, Pride of Performance
Mashallah.
from Prime Minister of Pakistan. Yes.
I have my favorite moments from this, convention, and there are quite a few, I have to say. What is the highlight of this convention that you worked so hard and you had a very successful convention? What is some of the things that you feel like, wow, this was great, we accomplished that?
The whole convention, I think normally people are very vocal, from overseas, and you can say everybody behaved.
Yeah.
Everybody behaved. There was a little bit, admin issues, but they was very cooperative, and we have not sit down relaxed. We was working with them, and they can see that, and I'm happy because everybody I feel happy.
As the chairman of OPF, the Overseas Pakistani Foundation, what message would you like to send to, which you already have, but if you were to summarize that message to the overseas Pakistani, not just the 1,200, but the 12 million that are out there, what would that message be?
Overseas Pakistanis are a great asset of Pakistan. Their contribution is phenomenal. They are playing their role, not only remittance, they are playing as ambassador of Pakistan. They are playing a role as a face of Pakistan. And I will request them, look, we need to be united, which we are, and we need to work together for Pakistan, and we are a family as overseas. So of course we need to work. Once we're together, united, we'll achieve what we want to achieve, and be proud of each one of them because they achieved in their own way and rights wherever they are. So I feel proud on my family, overseas Pakistanis.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to sit with us. I know, Mr. Chairman, you have lots of appointments sitting right now, waiting for you. You just came back from the Prime Minister House. It's a very hectic time for you, but taking the time to meet with us, I really appreciate.
Sir, pleasure is mine. I'm honored. You came and you asked me for this interview, and inshallah we will stay in contact.
Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, you just watched our talk with the chairman of Overseas Pakistani Foundation, Mr. Syed Qamar Raza. I hope you learned quite a bit, and I hope you feel proud, just like I do, as an overseas Pakistani, of the efforts of the chairman. The successful convention, that and the confidence that it gave the overseas Pakistanis. I'm sure we all share that sentiment. Please keep watching the Mansuri Show. Please keep listening to the Mansuri Review. And please keep reading Pakistan Link and Urdu Link. And please stay connected with Pakistan. Khuda Hafiz.
Parents, show your love with Tahir Halal Kids multivitamin gummies, made in the USA and certified halal. Delicious and packed with essential vitamins, these gummies keep your little ones healthy, happy, and full of energy. No fuss, just fun, because good health should taste great. Tahir Halal. Love, nutrition, and care in every bite.
ताहिर प्रोडक्ट्स आपके खानदान की सेहत के लिए बेहतरीन हलाल विटामिन्स और सप्लीमेंट्स, खालिस, मियारी और फखर के साथ अमेरिका में तैयार करदा.
Kaba Fusion is a pharmacist-owned, patient-focused team of professionals with over 30 years' experience providing intravenous medication to patients in the comfort of their own home. Founded by Dr. Sohail Masood, Kaba Fusion has 7 state-of-the-art pharmacies located across the country. Visit us at kabafusion.com to learn more about the benefits of in-home infusion therapy.